Hey guys, this is Nathan, and welcome back to Forever Stranded. Hope you guys are doing good today. I am doing great, but we have a big problem. As you can see, we are now using a lot more power than we are bringing in. So our bank here, our capacitor bank, is below half full. We need to do something with that, and we need to do something with it fast. So, we do have our oil generators here, and we've got room for more. And so I think we're going to do that first, but we may have to look at a better power source. But let's go ahead and start out by making some more oil generators, and we'll go from there. So iron casings and canola seeds. Okay, well, we had 16 canola seeds in the system. Okay, so then we need some conduits. So we will need some energy conduits, redstone conduits. I think these are using ender fluid conduits, aren't they? No, just pressurized fluid conduits. So that would be this one here. And then we need some concrete. We need some cyan concrete and some comparators. And of course I don't have any of those made. Alright, so I don't know how many of these we're going to be putting in, but currently we have 12, and that gives us 4200 RF tick. We have room for 4 more before we have to go to another line. So yeah, I suppose we could do that. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll put down our generators. And this will help, getting 4 more generators, but it will not completely solve everything. Go ahead and grab our comparators, run the redstone line through there. And of course we'll have to set these to the appropriate colors, which right now we have light blue. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so light blue is there, so magenta, orange, white, and then black. And so that is every single signal color right here. So I think what I'll probably end up doing, oh, I don't have my Yeta wrench. What I'll probably end up doing here is now setting an entire second set of generators on top of this. And, that will more than double the amount of power that we have available. But I'm pretty sure that is going to push our oil production system beyond what it is capable of. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's going to take me just a bit to fiddle around with all of these pipes, because I'll have to also set these up to have the appropriate bits on the top. And then I'll come back and we'll take a look at how much power we actually have available here. Well, that is a lot of generators. So yes, we do have all of them in now. There are a total of, 16 and 12, 28 generators sitting there now, and it is producing almost 10,000 RF a tick. So we are definitely keeping up still on our power consumption. Now our output has dropped back down again, so we're currently getting a huge amount of power coming back into the energy bank, but we do have more than a little bit of a problem down here, and that is that this is almost running non-stop. So yes, we're losing canola very rapidly, and you can see how fast we're burning through the oil. Now hopefully once the capacitor banks fill back up, that will not be as much of a problem. Now currently we have about 10,000 buckets of oil down here in this quantum tank. So that's one good thing out of the deal. You know, it will take a while to use through that 10,000 buckets, but at the same time, you know, we are pushing to the max on what we can do on all of this stuff. So I will definitely have to keep a very close eye on our oil, but our canola production I know is not going to keep up because I've been watching it slowly drop. So, I mean, it's not extremely rapidly that it's dropping, but it is dropping. So now we need to get back up here. So, yes, power issues once again, mainly because all of these crushers down here take a huge amount of power. And let's see, yeah, they have finished up what they're doing. So let's go ahead and set them back to work, and that should get us back down, pulled off of the power a little bit. So let's make some crushed copper again. I made 10,000 last time. So let's go ahead and start that again. And we should see very rapidly the power consumption will shoot up as these crushers come online. So yeah, right away we're back up to about 5,000, and it should go up even higher. And that meteor waypoint back there is really annoying. But yes, so now we are producing a lot more power than we actually need again, which is good. Now I will have to make sure that everything works properly on the generators, because unlike last time where every generator had its own comparator, we are now running a pair of generators on the one comparator. So these two generators are linked together and they will shut off together. So we'll see how well that works, and we could add the last 4, kick us up over 10,000 RF a tick, and I think I will do that. But yes, I gotta watch this really closely, make sure that everything is working properly, and I will see you guys in a little bit. So I have to say it's very unfortunate, but I found out that we can't run the same generators on the same redstone line. So I'm going to have to completely rethink the layout here inside of this room. And that's kind of going to mess with things because right now, as you can see, we have no power generation. So I kind of need to make sure that I've got everything good before I completely shut everything down. So what I'm going to do is kill some of this stuff that is draining power. One of the things that is definitely draining power is down here. Where are you at? Get to the appropriate level. This down here. I think actually we may be okay at the moment. Yeah, so basically all that I need to do is make sure that my applied energistic system stays online is about the only thing. So we will have power for a while. We've got, we're draining at about, well, less than 2,000 RF a tick, and we still have 94 million RF. Now I've also added a few more capacitors here, so we are up to 180 million RF of storage that we can have here. But yes, this is going to take me a little while to figure out exactly how all of this needs to go now, because the way that I had it was not working. So another thing that I'm going to do is update these pressurized fluid tank or fluid conduits to the ender fluid conduits. So that's going to take a little bit more, but yeah, I think we'll be fine. Wow. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and convert all of these because I've been making a lot of vibrant alloy, but I'm out of conduit binder. Go figure. I always seem to run out of something. So this stuff I must have picked up from the farm over there, the witch farm. And hopefully we should be good to go now. So I will lay out everything here once more, and hopefully we can get it all to work properly. Here's hoping. So I have the power generators all set up, but I have them temporarily disconnected from the capacitor bank so that we can see how much power we're actually producing. So you can see we're about 23 million RF down in the capacitor bank right now, and we are using about 55 to 6,000 RF, 5,500 to 6,000 RF a tick. So let's go ahead and come up here, and yes, we have all 32 oil generators in here, and we're going to go ahead and hook this up and just see what this does for power production. Of course, we're going to have the 20,000 RF tick right off the bat, but yes, so we are producing a little over 11,000 RF a tick now. Now, at one point I had said that we could handle 12,000 RF a tick out of our oil generators. We are not to the maximum on our oil production yet. Yeah, I've got my magnet off. So the oil production is not running all the time. We can see that it's not exactly, it's not exactly a long distance between producing oil, but it's not running all the time. So our oil production will still be able to go higher, but we've run into the problem of not enough canola now, because you can see we're down to 149,000 now, whereas we had 151,000 when this all started. I think our oil is still doing good down here at, over 10,000 buckets of oil. So we're still gaining there, but I think we're doing okay on the oil production, power production. Just the canola itself, we need to produce a little more. Now, I have noticed when the power system was shut down, there was no lag over here. So I'm really thinking that it might be this atomic reconstructor that's causing some of the problems. So I may look at moving that. We'll just have to see. And let's get this the right way around here. But yes, we are producing lots and lots of power with our oil generators now. What is this? Almost 3 times as much power as we were producing before. So yes, lots of power production. We can keep these capacitor banks filled very easily. And also we have doubled our energy capacity, so we have a lot more capacitors here as well. So yeah, I can continue to work on trying to get this area down here finished up, which is kind of a big deal. Currently we're making a huge amount of crushed iron ore. One of the best ways to test the power system is fire all of these up and see how much we actually can use. Now, of course, our feeding of our sievers has been neglected while I have been doing this, but I'm pretty sure that we can get their stuff going again too here in just a bit. So I will keep an eye on things, see how our oil production is doing, and I'll be back in a little bit. So I was in error. The gray grass, or any of the grasses from random things, actually will spread. They just spread extremely slowly. So I was laying out a huge area of dirt out here to spread grass on to get grass seeds, and I noticed that the gray grass was spreading onto it. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely a thing. I mean, the regular grass spreads a heck of a lot faster if we look at how fast it spreads in comparison. But yeah, we could actually get the gray grass to spread. I think I'm just gonna continue to do it like I have been, though. I have a machine set up to turn the seeds into the colored grass, so I'm not overly concerned about it. But yeah, that is kind of interesting to see that the grass will actually spread. Now, what I am working on here is actually expanding the base. So we are kind of getting to the point of where our big tower is filling up. So we are going to need to start looking at some additional buildings in order to get some more of our machinery and whatever else we happen to need to continue on with building everything in this pack. So yes, I have done a little bit of stuff over by the shuttle, and you'll notice all of the trees are gone. All of the fruit trees that I had here are now gone. So they are all on the various tiers of the farming building now. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get them all in there, and I may add a couple more tiers to the building over here on the back side, because I think that it kind of looks very abrupt on how it ends over there anyway. But yes, I have those on here. I also added some grassy areas underneath, so I think that looks really nice. And I was getting ready to start expanding further here. The only issue is this thing. So the shuttle is finally going to get removed. Yes, I know. It's going to be a horrible thing. And I think what I may actually do is get in here with... yeah, we're going to get in here with a chisel from Chisels and Bits and pick up all of the blocks that are chiseled, get them into their bit forms, and then recombine them together into full blocks. Because, well, quite frankly, I am not rebuilding that thing. So, yeah, I guess I have a bunch of work to take care of here, and I will see you guys when it's all done. Well, I don't have all of the sand that I got off of this here, but yeah, that is all of the stuff that we got from the Chisels and Bits things. And my God, there's a lot of stuff here. There's water, slime, I don't even know what some of this stuff is. Andesite, iron plates? I don't know. There's a lot of stuff here. We actually did get a full block of netherwort. I think that's pretty cool. And this chiseled lapis block, which we didn't quite get a full block out of. But yes, I have removed a huge portion of the ship. And I was doing some work up at the front of the ship. And there's a chest buried here. And it is a trap chest. So, we found this before, so let's go ahead and dig down here. Yep. Of course there is. How many is that? At least 6? Oh, jeez. That is just kind of mean. And watch there be nothing here. Let's just make sure that all the blocks are removed around it. Okay, let's open this up. Yeah, there is literally nothing in that chest. Oh, jeez. He likes doing things like that, doesn't he? But yes, you can see the front of the ship here is really nicely cleaned up. We are getting to the point now where we're going to have to move all of this stuff into the main tower. You know, we have... Oh, I have a ghost block there. Very nice. But we have our cobblestone generator here that is creating lava. And the thing is our cobblestone generator that is producing our gravel and sand is not being fully utilized. So we can also set that up to make lava. So I think we may be setting that. We also need to have this type of thing here where we have tanks set up with lots and lots of lava in storage. But then again, we also have our hopper here that's getting obsidian. So that's nice. We also need to move our original starter farm. Now, I don't know for sure what we want to do as far as these fences are concerned. I think that the best thing to do is going to be to put another one of our mega torches out in this area. Because, yeah, you can see mobs spawn a lot out here. So, yes, let me get all of this cleaned up. I don't know for sure. I think what I'm probably going to do with all of the remaining bits, we can get in here and delete the bag contents. So, yeah, we can just pick up all of the remaining bits that did not go into full blocks and just get rid of them. I think that's probably going to be the best idea. So, yes, I will clean all of this up, and I will see you guys in a bit. And with that, the shuttle is officially gone. I have also removed pretty much all of the fences that we had out here, and we just have this little tiny pen because we still have a horse out here. Eventually, I'll probably pick him up in a soul vial. But I added three more mega torches out here. We've got one here, one at the far end of the road over there, and one at the far end over here. and then we have one down inside of our base. So I haven't had any issues with mobs out here, which has been really nice. And yeah, you can see I've pretty much removed everything, including the farm, and filled all of the holes in with sand. So we are ready to start doing some building on all of this. Now, one thing, when I finished all of this up, I thought it might be a good idea to check on the oil. And looks like I picked up a little bit of stuff. But sure enough, we are very much losing canola. We're down to 143,000 now. So I think I may have to sit out here with my ring of growth for just a bit. You know, this thing works really, really nice for getting all of this stuff to grow a little faster. Whoops, that was not what I meant to do. But so this will make everything grow a little faster. I guess another thing that we could do to potentially increase the amount of stuff that is running into the system would be to go down here and turn the bottom field back on. So this will give us a little bit more growth. But yeah, we are losing canola at the moment, and that is even without me having any ores being processed heavily or anything like that. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. But I think I am going to sit here for a little bit while I think about what buildings we want to build out on the newly leveled ground that is in front of our main building. You know, and yeah, I suppose we shouldn't have much, but I should be able to at least give you guys an idea of what we are going to be making out there. So I have been spending a fair amount of time in creative coming up with an idea for what we are going to be putting over here on this side of the main avenue, I guess, through our base. And I've come up with an idea, and the biggest thing was trying to figure out what I was going to put into it. And I think what I'm going to do is remove all of the ore processing bits from this building. So our sieving area here and our crushers, they're all going to be removed. So we will be pulling those out. We will also be pulling out this section, and that is going to be our cobblestone generation and sand and gravel production. So all of that will be pulled out, and yeah, we won't have that stuff in here anymore. So this building will be a bit more for the techie stuff. You know, obviously our power production is still in here, and then we have our main applied energistics stuff, and I think we are out of nutrient distillation again. Seem to run out of that a lot. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab some Enderman heads and some spider eyes. Spooters. Don't worry, she will eat the spooters. So let's get that back up and doing its thing. But so we are pretty much just going to keep our techie stuff and our food production in this building. The one that we're going to build across the way is going to be slightly different in design from this one, using the exact same type of blocks, but just different in design. And we are going to put all of our ore processing in there, and we're going to automate every bit of it. So we won't even have to interact with it once it's set up. We can put in our stuff and it'll just go all by itself. So that's the plan for what I want to do there. Now, while I was working all of this out, I did watch the seeds very closely, and if I just allow the seeds to sit here, which, dang it, stop picking the stuff up. Why? Why do you pick it up? But if we just let the system run the way that it is, we just ever so slightly lose seeds. And I think that we can actually fix that now, because I did go and kill another dragon just because I wanted to make sure what was going on with dragon eggs. And oddly enough, we got another dragon egg on the first of 2 dragons that I killed. So we now have a tier 3 growth crystal here, and this is really making stuff grow fast. Now because of that, I have set up a second planter or farmer here, and this is kind of the problem that it runs into. So this one does all the harvesting, and then this one does all the planting. And so I may have to kind of change things here on how that's working. But you can see now, instead of making 2 passes between harvest and plant, it harvests and then plants immediately. And that is really helpful considering how fast this stuff is growing. So I think if we could actually get a couple more of these tier 3 growth crystals, we might actually be able to handle all of our canola production off of just 1 or maybe 2 fields. In which case we can bring that out here and then potentially bring the lag-inducing atomic reconstructor and the oil seed dropping out here as well. Because quite frankly, that I'm pretty sure is what is causing the issues. But yes, so there's still a little bit of stuff to work out here. I get the feeling that I want to keep a fair amount of seeds out here that can be forced into that planter, and then the rest of them go through the dimensional transceiver, and then the rest of this, yeah, it is working really, really good. You can see how fast this stuff grows. And actually, if I bring out my ring of growth, which, oh geez, major lag spike, which by the way, I have a wireless charger right there. So I can literally sit here indefinitely, and the system actually feeds itself faster than I am using the power to make it grow. And so everything is just kind of self-supporting at this point. But yes, we have a whole bunch of stuff that we need to take care of there. And we have some buildings to actually start making. So one thing that I have not done in the entire time that I have been on this world is make a time lapse. And I have wanted to be doing one of those. And I think the building of the next section of the base is a great place for a time lapse. But that's going to have to be in the next episode. So be looking out for it. If you stuck around to the end of the episode, be sure to leave something about the time lapse down in the comments. Let me know that you've been here till the end, because it really does mean a lot to me that you guys are here watching this. So I am going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to leave a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on or anything that you want to see, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye.